Told you guys it was going to be a short break. Told you we're back here with Kosmos versus Waffle, which is
that one was for the believers.
Yeah, we love these names. Oh my god! A lot of the time they're either complete memes or you just look around your house until you find something that you can call yourself. But anyway, we are going to be getting into Scores Rainmaker, which. I haven't come to a conclusion whether or not I like it in like the first game of groups or a last game of a set in groups, right? I don't because normally it's at least in there once as a first game or a last game, and I don't know which I prefer. Because sometimes like if it's the last game, it can be incredibly like nerve-wracking, tense, and close. But sometimes whenever it's like the first time these teams are fighting each other and they have to do it on Rainmaker Scorch Cores, it can just be chaos. So I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Actually, I would say I like it more if it's the first map, because like Rainmaker kind of tends to be pretty slow. I mean, we saw Illtail Rainmaker earlier, and there was like, okay, we kind of watch for somebody to die, but we don't want to be too aggressive there. So I think it's mostly better if it's on the first. It's the first set, the first game instead of the last one, because of that.
Fair enough. I understand that. Okay. We've got a jet, and we've also got.
But not the good jet.
no, not the good jet. But we've also got a wiper, which interesting.
Wiper Deco.
Yeah, wiper Deco. So we're getting missiles.
Who's getting taken out by the Slosher from Lucky? Look at Lucky on the bottom right now. He's just hanging on this wall again, and he takes out the TJ. This is now the second time he took somebody out in this match, and this is actually now just the Viper Deco left for Waffle. So yeah, here will take the Rainmaker, and they could probably get the checkpoint here, I would say.
Yes, I would say it would take quite a lot to mean that they're not, and that's not going to happen quite yet. Though they do have that wheel coming out, but just a little bit too late to stop the Rainmaker from there. We have one down on each side, and the missiles forcing the Rainmaker forward, but pushing to 37. Nice enough, you know. Not anything to be unhappy about there. Hello, Crab.
Yeah, bye, Crab. Bye, Crab, and bye, Crab user. And I mean, this is exactly what I meant when I said that the game one is pretty aggressive usually in Rainmaker, because both teams don't really know how the enemy teams play, so they're just, okay, let's get the thing forward now. The thing is now, Kosmos needs to push way forward and uphill, and they actually do it down to 6. Waffle now kind of in free fall. They don't get any grip here on this match, and they can't get anything over it now. The 52 gets a pick on the smash. Not entirely sure how they did, because they only have a wall, no bomb or something. But I think the Rainmaker should reset at any moment now. So there's
yes, there we go.
Okay, but somebody wanted to sneak through. I was about to say this is extremely dangerous if nobody looks at that.
Yes, I was somewhat surprised that they were just going to abandon it, but it was fine. I will say also, 3 of Kosmos were just down, but not anymore. And there is there was that bucket back there, but there's not only 2 of Kosmos alive again, but there's this NZAP sitting here waiting to try and get a pick off, but they decide to back out and live.
But it actually was a splash, so they had the crab tank ready, to be honest. So, and the Rainmaker reset now, but they know there's somebody left in the spawn. It's actually just a splash now, also alive for Kosmos, so not the best, but for defending, but I mean, they have the time now to regroup, and there is again the Slosher taking out the Rainmaker, so the Zap is also down, so no cooler. They can pop the Rainmaker Waffle again, and there's now the killer whale, but the splash gets perfect, not RNG, but the perfect shots on the 52 there. So, I mean, the Rainmaker kind of might reset there again. I mean, look at the toxic mist from the jet. So, I mean, it's like, I was wondering if like Vegeta might be better right now, because like Anger Shooter and Inkback got buffed massively, and they're both good. And I don't really like the Seajet kit because I mean the mist doesn't really help in fights. So, but actually, if it with the Rainmaker, it's actually quite helpful. But oh my god, the crap is kind of lagging, and they got the ends down. So no further points running down for Waffle right there. But they might take it again. But it's always it's one down for each side. But nobody can. This is like what Rainmaker's.
But the bucket's alive.
Yeah,
but the bucket's alive.
Yeah, but this is literally how Iltil Rainmaker played earlier. It's now everybody's looking for a pig, but nobody gets it.
Yeah. Yep, and then the Rainmaker has slowly inched forward until something like a bomb or the backline can take them out from a distance, and then they dead. Ooh,
nice shot.
2 down. That is helpful. And with the Tacticaler making it a little bit easier to move up, but there is that crab tank, which has been causing issues whenever Waffle has the Rainmaker. But that, they're able to get a push, but when you need to get the whole way to 5, not a simple place to be at.
Yeah, and Kosmos doing the exact right thing now, grabbing the Rainmaker, not letting it like just sit there. It's now 2 down for Waffle, so they actually have. Oh, it's now 3 down. They have the advantage. It's Rainmaker free zone, but they can take the points. It's just 10 seconds remaining right now, and they could potentially like just stall the Rainmaker right there because I mean. There will be pressured, and it's now 2 down, and they might lose it, and this will go into overtime, but they have a good position right now to actually defend this, and it's only the answer. What is the answer against the answer doing? Shiro wins, and this is closing out game 1 for Kosmos.
Yep, yes, indeed. They tried to get to that Rainmaker. They tried to get that chance there to get a final push, but they just didn't get that option. Waffle was able to make quite a nice push, but because Kosmos had just made such an incredible one to begin with, it's just so hard to get that close to the podium. But that will be game 1 to Kosmos.
So we're gonna proceed on zones, Flounder Heights. Double zone map.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, first of all, do you like it? Just yes or no, do you like it?
No.
Okay,
no.
so we're 2. I mean, I can kind of see why people like Flounder Heights, but as a T-Tech player, I can't use my triple ink strikes at the bottom when I'm in my spot. I can't use really my bomb, my splat bomb, and I can't really use my main weapon because there's always somewhere a slosher or an E-leader or some type of thing that just
can hit you.
Yeah. And we look, Brownie's now playing, by the way. But we can see the comp. We can see the comp actually. We have the double cooler comp now. For Waffle, we see a tri-nouveau, and
don't tell them. The other team could be listening.
I don't care.
Well, they have a junior on their team.
I mean,
junior is trying.
To be fair, sorry. I mean, people play tri-slosher even before it was buffed.
But tri-slosher is a Flounder weapon, absolutely for sure. So I'm not surprised that that's on there. Interesting. They do know. The other team does know. Yes, there we go.
I hope so.
Well, they know now. But yes, we are just going to have a little bit more of an in-between moment here as the lobby gets set up again. We might be having slight audio things. It happens. It be like that. That's what happens whenever the streamer has to play at the same time as streaming. You know. So
it's actually the host's fault. Interesting. We might be onto something.
Maybe. But. Yes, we are waiting for everyone to ready up again, and we'll get some actual real comps and an actual real game, and see if we'll be seeing. We're gonna have a bucket on each side. We know that.
Yeah.
But are we gonna have more than one bucket, or is it just gonna be the one bucket
on one side?
It's just all bucket. Just bring every bucket.
I mean, actually, the last patches actually made V-Slosher one of the most played, or even one of the best weapons in the game. It's easily top 10 weapons, I would say, and even easily top 10 played weapons right now. So technically, there would be a possibility. So we could see technically a Tri-Slosher and a V-Slosher on one team. I don't think that we see like 2 V-Sloshers in one, and this would be very weird. So, but technically, I mean, it would be kind of awkward, or you won't see it very often, but technically possible.
I would just like to see like an all Slosher V-Slosher type thing that would on Flounder. I just think that would be hilarious. But anyway, we're getting into the what the frick? There's a Flinza? Oh,
and there is a double Tri-Slosher.
Yes! More packets. All the Tri-Sloshers. I said this is a Tri-Slosher map, and they listened.
Yeah. They absolutely did. And look at the Tri-Slosher getting out the 52, and there is the missiles. Now this is where Bugatti with the Tri-Slosher could potentially get in, but yeah, the other team also has like missiles, so
yes.
But what is funny, Waffle actually is rushing the enemy zone without painting their own, so they could actually they could have taken down some more pointed, but they just scored now because they forgot to paint their own zone. Guys, please. You want to proceed to single elimination bracket. This is not how to do it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, we can see, there we go, there's that inkjet that was coming out, and the one of the buckets was able to get the jump out. The Flings is looking to kill, and they are able to help with that. But yeah, Kosmos needs to get onto the zone, and it does just seem like it's 2 on the right hand here, but they both are able to stay alive, and I think take out 2. So very, very nicely played there for Kosmos to get back in again, and maybe keep this push going for a little bit.
It's 3 splashes now online for Kosmos. Even the splash got taken out beforehand, they had the crab tank ready. But actually, yeah, Waffle can get into the zone without, I think, most splash. They had the tactical, but everything from Kosmos they hold against it. They just didn't stand a chance. They didn't put down any.
They don't know.
They know.
They don't know.
They actually didn't know, but they realized pretty fast.
Yeah. The Flingza is just looking for a pick here, trying to find it, but yet again, Kosmos is still stuck down here.
Yeah, this is why I dislike Flounds, because you have to actually push uphill if you're back into spawn, and especially with the Sloshers, they can't just slosh down. They can't slosh like very high up.
Sloshers be sloshing.
yeah, exactly. This is it. And I mean, even the crab tank can't do not too much here. They can neutralize one zone, but the Tri-Slosher gets it back, and they might hold on to one their own zone, but they have to get into the enemy zone. Like Bugatti can hold the bridge for Waffle, and the fish jumps in. So maybe now there is a possibility for Kosmos to get into the enemy zone. Lucky actually picking another one. The Tri-Slosher jumping in, and they now can finally flip and get a 60 penalty onto Waffle's counter. But this is they have to do the same that Waffle did like just now. They have to get them back into the spawn
and keep them there.
Yeah, and otherwise they won't get the lead here.
Yep, yes, indeed. Because there's quite a way to go there. But even as if you're on Team Waffle here, you have to be very careful, because I was gonna say it could really run away from them. But no, we're taking out 2 people, freaking practically immediately, and they've almost got this zone here, but those missiles are able to kind of push Waffle back a bit, and there's only one person alive. This might actually be the lead that Kosmos is looking for.
As it sounds, always the Tri-Sloshers can always kind of like just trade themselves out. I mean, we just saw a try-search against the Flings today. Even if they're in a disadvantaged position, they can trade them out. It's just only like 13 points now left on the clock, and Waffle's throwing everything at the zone right now, trying to neutralize their own, and now the missiles, so they can neutralize one zone. But it's 2 versus 2 now. It's only the Flings are now in the enemy zone, of course, going down, so delayed wipe, so Waffle can take back the zone, and this is not a KO yet, it seems like.
Oh, yeah, it's not yet. There is 4 points in it, and just under a minute left. This is definitely, if Waffle is able to hold this is definitely still to play for here. They've got penalty points to get through, but they're getting through them, right?
Just look how aggressively Waffle is pushing into Kosmos' side of the map. But look at the 52. They got a pick, but got picked out again. So technically trade, and now the enemy's 52 from Waffle gets a pick, and Kosmos has to get in the zone. Castle kept both zones to end this match, and Waffle needs to hang on now just for a few more seconds to swap the lead. This may not going to be in the overtime right now, as the lead swaps right now. The last 5 ticks, and Kosmos can neutralize the zone, but they have to get the other one to trigger overtime right now, and I don't think this could happen right now.
No, I don't think they have the opportunity to, especially not with 2 people down. And that is, they were not going to have that option. Oh my goodness! What a comeback!
This is, again, if I'm not mistaken, this is the 3rd tiebreaker set we see here on stream.
3 out of 3! All of the group stages. Hell yeah! We never see this. Never. I don't know when I started doing paddling pole, but I have never seen every single group match that we've commentated be like a go to game 3. They almost never do. So this is incredible.
I mean, to be fair, I think it's a fair trade-off. So we can't see Barnacle in group stage, but if we can see like 9 games,
yes, I'm okay. If we can see 9 games, this is absolutely a trade-off I'm willing to take here.
Yes,
hell yeah.
Give me that one, please.
Yeah. Okay, so that'll mean this will all come down to tower control on Undertow. Okay.
Fasten seatbelts, guys. This is actually like, I don't like Flounder Heights playing, but I like watching it, as we saw right now. But tower control Undertow Spillway, why is that in the map pool, guys? Please.
Because we don't have many options. We're stuck with a lot of
subpar so many better options on tower control than Undertow Spillway.
Yes, but we still need enough maps in the map pool, sadly. So it's in there. It's in there. Mahi isn't, but this is. So we live with it. Oh my god.
I hope so that Mahi isn't.
I'm pretty sure. If Alice comes in here and says, no, Mahi's in here, I'm gonna be. That's so sad. But I haven't seen it, so hopefully.
It isn't even on the map list.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. We'll have to see it.
Wow.
Well, not see it specifically.
Can we talk about that? TC Undertow is in the map list, but not Mahi zones. I think I have to speak with Alice one day.
I'm gonna have some advice from the community. Letter.
Yes.
Just have a whole bunch of signatures on it.
Now we have a hot take in chat. Right. Could be worse. Could be Umami zones. Oh, brother. I think yeah, this is a real hot take.
That is a hot take indeed, especially since Umami zones is very much in the map pool.
Yeah.
We do tend to. I think that might be. Is that on later? I'm not sure, but we're getting into. No, it's not on later. Well, it is on later, but not until like. Wait, what is that? That's not finals. Is it quarterfinals? Maybe? I am not sure, but it is in it later. We'll see you later if you stick around. Okay. Okay, we've got a sniper.
Oh.
And we've still got the bucket. Coming out from Waffle.
Where's the sniper? I don't see a sniper rider.
Oh, it's not a sniper rider. There's other snipers. There's other ones.
Okay.
Not a sniper rider. Just a sniper.
I'm disappointed now. Oh, look at the blaster! Look at the blaster! Oh my, this could have been.
Look at the blaster.
This could have ended so good. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
You just brought it upon them. How could you do that, Majora?
This is only the second time commenting here. I am allowed to do mistakes. Well, Waffle is taking this first checkpoint. Probably done no because the flying ink strikes from the Z+F charger at the tower here. But Bugatti might take it, but no, the Z+F says no again and takes the 52 out again. But now the first checkpoint is down. But to be fair, the first checkpoint isn't like that huge of a challenge to bypass.
It's
so
5 seconds away from mid. Like,
yeah,
you haven't
I think
gone
it's
on
only
any
just
kind
6
of journey
points.
yet. Like, it's just to make sure you know where you are, really, because that's about it. Keep your mid a little bit
moving
more.
here on tower.
Yeah, Waffle is keeping this moving. Absolutely. They're also keeping an eye out for that sniper, because that sniper can cause issues. But it doesn't seem they're coming in from that left-hand side, and they are able to get the 52 off the tower and stall on another checkpoint that was close to being done. Oh my goodness, the sniper!
Incredible! The sniper really putting down his work there. Oh my god! And now the missiles might be deployed here from the Viper. There's some flank going on here on the right side. Actually, it's 2, but huge. The Ansip can trade it both out, and the range buster gets another pick. And this is now only the Tri-Social alive for a Waffle. So Kosmos could get on the tower right now and
Are they going
probably
to?
push for.
Yes.
It would be smart in my opinion, because they could actually get the first checkpoint for not a single work.
Yep, just free checkpoint, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a bomb on the tower, or was that a bomb on the edge of that block? I think it might have been on the edge of the block, actually. But yes, unfortunate for that player there. Back to spawn they go. And Kosmos is continuing to try and keep this push moving. And they're not too far off of getting to where Waffle was before, because 49 isn't a far push.
Not exactly, that's true. And this is a wipeout from Waffle stomping Kosmos completely into the ground. And like this is the point where Undertow mostly gets naused. This is the checkpoint you have to go through. I mean, usually it could be. Sometimes it's very easy to get to the checkpoint on the left-hand side. We can see from the attacking team. But what is 52 doing it? They're taking out.
He didn't know. He didn't know.
Ooh, getting out the crap probably with the missiles also help. But that's the answer also helping Kosmos on the right-hand side. So they might stick under the checkpoint. Actually, they might not lose it here. 3 points remaining, and the Charger gets another pick on the tower. But yeah, now the checkpoint 2 is down. So just 1 checkpoint remaining for Waffle here. But this is crazy stuff hitting me. But this is what I meant. I mean, it's so weird, like defending the right-hand side of the map, or we can see now the left-hand side of the map if you're defending. Like, yeah, this is such a long way getting out from spawn, and my god, this is so much damage coming out from Waffle right now, and I'm stumbling over my own words.
so much is happening right now. Waffle's taking no prisoners. It is hard to keep up with it. Absolutely. But Kosmos is trying to find their grind here,
What
and the
is
sniper.
this 52's RNG? Can we talk about that? Oh my god, the shot from the Z+F.
I don't know if
I think we have an MVP here.
I don't know. The sniper is not giving us time. Oh my goodness. And there's the missiles coming out. But I do not think they were able to take any prisoners. So, but the sniper is still trying to find some kills. And is able to find one and cause whoever else was down there to maybe rethink their decisions. But yeah, this is... Oh my god. Waffle's lead is not incredible, right? It's all right, but it's not incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it's 30 seconds. They could technically have for extending or like swapping the lead right now, and it's 2 down for Waffle, so this might be actually the time they want to start the push. But they have to get another down, and they actually do. But they have to. There's always somebody flanking from Waffle. We saw it earlier on the glass, and now there's a Tri-Slasher coming from the front. There's nothing. Nothing can hold them back, and it's only the range person trying to get the jumps in, but not getting the picks. It's 3 seconds remaining. 2 versus 2. Everybody is just looking and jumping at the tower. Everything is progressing so fast, but not the numbers on the scoreboard. I mean, we just barely got beyond 50 in this game. This is such a fast tiebreaker match. Both teams, I don't really know what to say, but both teams just threw everything at each other. So nobody really could get in, and they both got in, and then everybody got wiped out. This is crazy. What is happening?
I don't know. That was such... What? It was just chaos at the end there. Because I suppose Waffle just needed people dead, right? Didn't matter if they went down with them, really, because more of Waffle was respawning at every time. But if it had just ended up with a wipe in Kosmos' favor, that would have been so easy for them to just like push that over the line. But they just did not get that opportunity. They did not get that possibility from Waffle. My God. What was that?
I don't know. But I mean, if we just saw 3 sets in a row going to a game 3, which always were extremely close at the end. And can we just talk about how, I mean, this is like a very good meta right now. This is just, it's not perfectly balanced, but which game is perfectly balanced? I mean,
nothing.
Yeah, no game is like perfect. I mean, they kind of buff and nerf Mario Kart things right now, so it's kind of getting better. But I mean, we got a patch like last week or 2 weeks. I don't know exactly, but we get a patch not too long ago. And
I think it was last week. Yeah.
I think it didn't change too much what we saw today, but it changed like that we don't see every match a ballpoint or something like that, like an inkjet. Nobody just picks like a ballpoint because of the inkjet. It's like, I really like the state the game is right now, despite the maps, but the weapons themselves and the special weapons are in really good balance, I would say.
Yes, and the synergy that you can get and you can see in these kind of, especially the games we've been seeing today, has just been incredible. And absolutely, like, sure, we don't really, we see them in a tournament setting every week. But if you've been, like, sticking around week on week, you can certainly like feel the kind of slight shift in the meta where it very much is not the same thing. Like not this, you're not going to go into a game where it's going to be like, oh, there's ballpoint, oh, there's a splash, and there's you know, like we're seeing carbons, we're seeing wipers, we're seeing there was a freaking flingza in there. There's a flingza in this set. And the point being that like the meta changes can definitely win. Like the Snipe Rider set before this, like even though I would not put Snipe Rider anywhere near the meta, you can, as we were saying earlier, definitely make things work, right? And that's the kind of meta you're looking for, right? One that's very fluid, but also has just the room to switch in and out things that don't exactly fit what would have been a very like inflexible mold before, right? If that makes sense.
And also if you look at, we didn't see like most of the buffed weapons from last week, so we didn't see like Inkweg or, for example, like Tri-Stringer. If people like get to know these weapons, this might be actually something we will see more often in the future, because like Inkweg is just absolute nuke right now if you play Splatstones or something, or a Rainmaker. Oh my god, Rainmaker is even slower now. So it's so slow, and I mean with the Inkweg just 60-mile explosion radius, where should you go?
Where can you? Like,
and I mean also Tri-Stringer dealing good damage now. Also, Angle Shooter is now actually a kind of good sub weapon right now. It's not perfect, but it's better. I mean, it can combo very well right now with the Wheat Jet, and which also have the Inkweg, and also like Super Jump is so much better right now. It's so much bigger from the explosion radius. It pains so much more, and people actually have to shoot them right now because it kills people right now. And also Trizuka, it two-shots people if you have a good angle on them. This like. I just like the approach of Nintendo to say, okay, we won't nerf the good things, we just gonna buff the bad things. Even if
bring it all up to a similar level.
yeah, it would take some time because obviously I don't want to overbuff it, but I really think that this is the right way they're onto here. The only thing that lacks right now is really the maps. The maps are kind of really holding back, and this is like this is every tournament. I think somebody says that the maps need to be reworked, and yeah, this is it. If the maps are better, I think this game will be by far the best the Splatoon series has ever been.
There's so much potential, but whenever you get stuck on freaking maps like Hammerhead, for example, oh my god, and you're just like, what am I doing here? Why are we here? And that's why it's not in the map pool. But because there are maps that are just not in the map pool, and there's maps where you're like, why we have to play this because we don't have as many maps as we would like to have the options, you know. For example, where we just were, like on Undertow, like you can definitely have good games on these maps, but it's it's not the majority of the time, I would say. It doesn't, what's the way to put this? The maps that we have don't encourage like incredible plays in the way that some maps from past games in different ways have been able to do. They don't encourage that kind of creative playing that you definitely will not get from a corridor like Nintendo. Oh,
the thing is, I don't really know what they wanted to achieve like with this map design, because the maps feel so much smaller than like all the other stages from Splatoon 1 or Splatoon 2. I mean, just look at Mahi. I mean, okay, Mahi is like special because I mean it's the gimmick of Mahi to be just small and get bigger over time. But I mean, I don't really get why, because I mean, what is it? If I can't really have the casual's perspective, and I think this is why Nintendo wants the maps to be how they are right now, because of the casual people and not the competitive people. But I kind of don't know why they should be smaller or something, or bad with the spawn or something for a casual audience, because casual audience mostly plays Turf War, I think.
Yeah, and the bigger map gives you more room to paint and to find those kind of one-on-one situations. Because
this is how they advertised the Turf War. You don't need to get kills or something. You just need to paint the floor, right? So I don't know what's exactly what they're thinking about that, but yeah. Zari, I think we should end now our great Splatoon 3 talk.
Yes, sadly, because we have talked through pretty much the end of groups and seeding, I do believe. So we should probably go to a break so that Brownie can fix things and make sure everything's in its right place. But we will be back soon. Having a good breaks, goodness. All right, so don't be going anywhere. We'll be back real soon. Right, Brownie? Real soon.
Real soon. Have you understand? Do you understand that? Okay, guys, see ya.